Hi, this is Laura Solomon from OPLIN, and in the second of this series of video tutorials about the components module, we're going to be taking a quick look at the image left or image right components. So these are actually two different components. You can align an image left or right, and you have been able to sort of do this with the CK editor in the past, but it wasn't as easy to do. And one of the other neat things that happens here is that images will automatically have this little border and box shadow or drop shadow around them. So you can see here we have an image left up here with just some test text and a test image. Same down here. Here's an image right. And so you can see how these can nicely stack on top of each other, so you can get two different layouts in your page. So how you can do this is fairly simple. So let's go back to the page that we were editing in the first video when we did the WYSIWYG component and the image card component. And in this case, we're going to choose, let's choose image left as our new component. We'll add that, and it will pop this up. So the first thing it will have is that image left and the actual image. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that same old mountains with the lake that we've seen before and put in my alternative text. And then we have what looks suspiciously like yet another instance of CK editor, and that's exactly what it is. So this is where you're going to put the text that's going to float over to the other side of the image. So is some test text, and what I'm going to do is just be pretty lazy and copy that a bunch of times so that it looks like we have a paragraph of text. And notice you still have all the same options, so you could get pretty creative here. In this case, I'm just going to show you some text though. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with an image right. We're going to stack another component here. So I'm going to go ahead and choose image right. And I have to scroll back up. That's just the way that it works here on my browser. I'm going to go ahead and choose, I have a different image here, but you know what? I'm going to, just for the sake of simplicity, I'll choose this one again, just so you can see the effect. So mountain, lake, and I'm going to go ahead and put the same text in there. Might not be the exact same length, but this way you'll get the idea. And so now we're going to have an image. I'm going to go ahead and collapse this so you can see it. So now we have our original WYSIWYG, which notice does not have an icon with it. This is the kind of the default that we're all used to using. Then we have image cards. We did that in the last video. And then we have an image left and an image right. And notice it hasn't been saved, so we've got our little yellow triangle, so don't fret about that. And then I'm going to go ahead and click save. And so now here's what we saw in our first video, which was the WYSIWYG text and then our one image card. And here we have this component. Now you might look at this and think, oh, well, okay, this is fine. Oh, and it's cool because it did put things over nicely to the side. That's what I wanted. And but it's a little too close to this. So is there a way that I can do something about that? Well, there actually probably is. So if we go to this component that's right under the image cards, let's go ahead and edit it. And let's go to our component body, and we're going to cheat a little. I'm going to go ahead and put some line breaks in there. And let's see if that'll work. Let's go ahead and save that. And there we go. So now we've got some white space here. And I could do the same thing here with the image that's floating over to the right. So this is the component for, there are two different components, image left or image right. And let's go ahead and go back to edit. And notice we can keep stacking these, and that's exactly what we're going to do in our next video. We're going to go ahead and cover the image gallery, which some of you might find handy. It is actually fairly closely related to image cards. So thanks for watching.